Hi guys, I started out this tutorial wanting it to be my first fall inspired makeup look, but I kind of got away from myself and started doing pretty much just whatever I wanted. So this is my not fall inspired makeup tutorial. As you can see, there's quite a bit of greens and some brown and red. It was gonna be leaves, but now it's just a crazy. But I love it, and I think it's pretty. So if you are into something like this, go ahead and keep watching, and as always, put your best face forward. Okay, as you can see, I'm starting out by priming the eyes. Since I'm using so many colors and I do have oilier skin, I always prime my eyes to prevent creasing and to really just help the colors stay put. Now I'm also using a cream shadow, and this is actually a cream to powder shadow, but it's going to also help all the other pigments really cling to my eyelid because I want something really, really vibrant. And you can use any color that you like. Since I'm using a lot of coppery undertones, I chose to use a golden copper shadow. And this one does set pretty quickly, so I have to work it fast. If you find another one that, doesn't set quite as fast, it'll probably be easier to work with that. I'm not taking this all over, just the most dense portion of it is going to be over the actual moving part of the eyelid. And then as you can see, I'm using an angle brush with a leafy green color, and I'm going to cut the crease here. I'm using the angle brush. This one's quite a bit thicker than normal angle brushes, which is what I like, because you're going to get more color payoff with it because it's a lot wider, but it's still thin enough to get the exact line that you want. So mostly I'm just following the actual contours of my own eye and kind of checking with my other eye also to make sure that they're pretty close to being the same. And then the end wing, you will see I'm lining it up with the very bottom of my lashes. That way that line in the outer corner can follow through and not look disconnected when they meet up. And I'm running that green just along the outer edge of the bottom lashes, not all the way across. You're just going to keep working that until it's at a stage that you really like. And then you're going to take a crease brush and just blend out the harsher edges on the top. You're not really blending out anything below the crease line. This is all going to be blended above. And then just to push that one step further, I'm taking a yellowy green and using that same brush, and I'm blending it out so it fades upwards into lighter colors instead of just cutting off suddenly with the dark green color. Again, with this, you're going to want to check the other eye frequently. Unless you're doing both eyes at the same time, it'll be a lot easier. But since I do already have the other eye done, I have to keep checking back and forth to make sure the color on one side isn't higher than the other. And then this is actually a fairly large liner brush, so I don't tend to use it for a liner. But it's a very detailed brush, so it's great to do smaller areas. So here I'm taking, you can see it was like a coppery rose color, and I'm placing that just on the inner part of the eyelid, meeting up with the green and blending a very small amount. But I'm not going to go completely in the inner corner or in the outer corner with this color. It's mostly staying in the middle. And then I'm going to take a more vibrant red color, and that's going to go on over the top of this just to give it a little more punch. And I'm patting that on just to make the color a little bit stronger. Now I'm using that really, really dark brown color, And that's going to go in the outside edge there. Still inside the frame of the green. And I'm just going to build that color up so it's darkest in the outside, and it's again going to fade into the coppery colors in the middle. Now I'm taking a gold shimmer powder. As you can see, it's very, very shimmery. And that's going to go in the inner corner with the same brush. I've obviously wiped it off. If you want to use a different brush, by all means, go ahead. But like I said, I really like this brush. And I'm using almost a turquoisey green color, and that's going to go on the lower waterline. And as you can see, I'm really working it into the lower lashes also. So it's not just on the waterline, it's coming down a little bit also. Then I'm using a brown gel liner with a liner brush. And as usual, I'm starting out a very, very thin line in the beginning, and it'll thicken out and wing out at the end. Take as much time as you need to on this, because you want it to be pretty clean. And then you're also going to run that on the upper waterline, but just on the inner corner. And then also take it down on the lower waterline, just in the inner corner. And curling my lashes to apply some mascara, and then I'm going to apply false lashes, and I was out of frame for a lot of this, so you only get to see bits and pieces of the false lashes. I am sorry. But that's about it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed.